So Portia wanted to let y'all know that there is a clear difference from what Claudia does at the Ricky Smiley show and what she does at the Ricky Smiley show. All right, Claudia's strictly on the radio all day or whenever the hell they are on there. And Portia's the one that's on TV, darling, on YouTube during that thing. There's a clear difference. My chick is different from this bitch chick. You hear me? I was like, well, damn, Portia, you better tell him. Claudia walks in and start to talk to Portia. Portia's just, she's getting her makeup done. She's unbothered. She has shit to do. So it's just very much like, here she comes. The Claudia comes in. Hi, Portia. How are you? Portia's like, I'm well. How are you? She was like, oh, I'm great. Claudia starts talking. Portia's just playing her dust. It's so funny. And then, Portia gets up and be like, okay, well, I have to go to work. You have a good day, sweetheart. Go eat your bagel. Thank you. They have a cute little exchange. I actually like that. It's entertaining. Candy is having a meeting with her team. Apparently, Todd has come up with some ideas, a little munchkin, and he feels like they're not doing their part to expand Candy's empire fast enough. And so it's very much like he feels like, when they're working on an event, they work on that one event and forget about everything else. Apparently, they was gonna have some kind of songwriting classes, and that was gonna take care of some of the expenses. But they didn't get the songwriting classes together, and I guess Candace and Todd had their own little separate meeting, as they often do and will always do, as long as they're married. And they took it back to the team, and it very much so like looked like they was coming for Don Juan. It was very much like, okay, like I feel like you're not doing your best and everything. Pretty much what they were saying to him, and he was just a little bit taken back from that. He was just like, "What do you mean, sir? What do you mean? Like, all of a sudden you have so much to say. Like, I just feel like a lot of this is just Todd in your head. Like, what is he really, telling you? I've been with you for 20 years. Like, what is the tea with that? Let's just go ahead and finish that out. Don Juan meets with Todd a little later on in the episode, and they have a man-to-man talk. It got heated, honestly. Todd, was just like, well, you're not doing what you're supposed to do and all this, and you need to commit and this and that. And he was to be like, I've been committed with her ass for over 20 years. I missed my damn mother's wedding. Planning your damn wedding. Like, what do you mean? I always put the shit together way before you even got here, little man. I wasn't the biggest fan of Don Juan. But I really respect him for sticking up for himself and really just going in the way that he should have. My friend Ranu from Reality Junkies on Facebook. Make sure y'all check that out and join the group. Why don't you? But anyway, um, he said that he feels that Todd is a city slicker. Now, I did not believe him. Or, well, okay, I'll say this. No, I'll say that. I didn't believe him. We talk honest with each other. Um, but it's definitely something with Todd. He's very much so in tune with Candy's business. Now, of course, he's the husband, and he needs to make sure the Candy is all right and yada yada. And he's involved in this, and some stuff. A lot of stuff they do is involved with the type of work that he does. But he's very much so like always in shit. Like okay, like it's interesting. But also Candy, when it comes to loved ones, she did not have a backbone at all. You see, she just let Mama Joyce do whatever. When it comes to other stuff, she stands up for herself and all that. But when it comes to, you know, people in her life, her personal life, she can't handle that. She does nothing about that if it's an issue there. We all see and know that. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But Don Juan definitely read his ass for filth. He was reading too. He was like, "You need a step stool." It was moments. Um, it was just like, and Todd asking, we have a black president. Why she hasn't done things with Obama? Don Juan was like, she has a sex toy line. What you mean? Is that what Obama's gonna talk about in his next announcement? Oh, shouts out to Candy and the sex toys. Michelle loves them. No, edit that part out. We don't do that. We don't. What happened, y'all? The hard ass toes and feet in general crew, which is Claudia, Cynthia, and Kenya. That's the hard toes bitches. They got some hard ass feet. They meet up trying on shoes. Claudia was like, you know what, Porsha and I started off cool, but the relationship very much so dwindled down. I want to get to know Porsha. I don't want to judge her. I know that you and Kenya. You, Kenya, and her had y'all issues or whatever, but I want to give her a chance. We work on the same show. We should be cool, right? Claudia's quite sneaky. She's messy boots. She's a cute girl though. Well, she's up to no good, and hey, do what you got to do, Claudia, bitch. So, they all sit around talking. Cynthia starts talking about Nene a little bit, and how she had the meeting with Porsha, and how it kind of went left. And Kenya was like, you know what? I think that you should try to reach out to Porsha. I'm all for second chances, but this is about grown women talking, and if one person is grown and stable, and one person is not, I don't really know how that conversation is gonna go. Oh, shut up, Kenya. She's so pretty. Love her. Right. So meanwhile, on the other side of town, the girls are very much so split up this season. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, we have Nene hanging with the Smalls. Isn't that funny? Y'all remember when it was the Smalls against the Talls? When it was the Smalls was Sheree, Phaedra, Candy, and the Talls was Marlo, Nene, Cynthia, and they went on a trip to Africa. Remember that? And it's so funny. And Nene very much so never really got along with Candy. Still don't. And never really featured Phaedra either. And it's so funny how the tides have turned, and now that's all she, has to hang with is them, because, Kenya and Cynthia, with including Nene and all that, they don't get along, and Phaedra and all that. Isn't that something? And Candy's just very much so stuck in the middle. But Candy, she's low key shady. She is, and she does like to spread conversation. She does like to do that. Ooh, I sounded real hood right now. I sounded like, hey, Michelle. Yes, this is my life. Um, so they sitting around talking. Portia was like, she had got Botox or whatever. I had talked to Cynthia. Wait, did I say Phaedra, Candy, Nene, Portia went to the spa? And Portia was like, Cynthia was giving robot reads because she just had got some Botox, and she looking all at me, looking crazy. And I'm just like, what is this bitch talking about? And it was just moments. And so it's very much so in tonight. I'll probably just do that anyway. Oh well. Um shit. Watch it. They're sitting around talking. Nene was like, you know what? I would never be friends with Cynthia again, ever. I just wish Cynthia go back to the nice, sweet Cynthia. The sweet Cynthia that everybody thought she was anyway, which she really wasn't. Well, why do you want to be friends with her again? If you know that she's fake like that, Lanithia. Because you saying right now that you still won't fuck with her either way, so it really don't matter, does it? Nene's look in the confessionals is interesting. That's all I have to say about that. Um, Portia was just like, look, I don't know really how to feel or whatever, and so Candy just very much so out of nowhere, like she often does, is just like, so what's the issue with you and Kenya, Nene? Like, I don't even remember. Candy was like, there's so many issues. Nene was like, well, you have short term memory loss, sweetheart. You have Alzheimer's, because it's just like, what is really going on? Like, you was there helping. I don't fuck with Kenya. Um, and Nene also says that she would never apologize to Kenya, and that she does believe that Kenya had something to do with the whole Apollo thing, that she actually met with him, or whatever. She's basically saying she don't put anything past Kenya, and that she don't believe Apollo because Apollo is lying. He's just trying to make Phaedra jealous. I don't believe that. What I think it is that Apollo Well, he's already in jail now in real life. But while they was filming this, what I think it is that he's he's going to jail and for a while, and he does not want to have any kind of like he don't want his conscience to bother him if he's done wrong to people. He's getting ready to go into this place. So he, his conscience is gonna bother him if he in jail the whole time. He's sitting around thinking about stuff, all the shit he done did to people in the past, and so he just wants to apologize for any wrongdoing that he's ever done, whether he was completely wrong in the situation, whether it was all his fault or what. He just wants to apologize and be like, "Look, this is what happened. Boom, boom, boom. I was stupid. Yada yada." Um, I just want to apologize to you. You know how people get when bad stuff getting ready to happen to them, and then that's when they want to own up to things and apologize to everybody they've done wrong. We've all had those moments, I guess. And so Nene was just like, "Look, I just don't believe her. I don't believe poor Kenya for 5 seconds." And Phaedra was just nodding her head. Phaedra was just like, "Look, I don't really know what to believe at this point, but she knows that Kenya is at the bottom of her list." I don't know. Do y'all agree with Nene that Apollo is just trying to make Phaedra jealous? That do you not believe that Kenya met with Apollo, or do you? Let me know in the comments, loves. All right. Did I pretty much get everything? I know this can't be it. This cannot be it, people. I think that um Peter Rabbit, Peter Pumpkin, Peter I Want a Peach met up with Apollo, and Apollo was saying he's keeping his distance, and Peter was just like, "Look, you don't need to keep your distance in this kind of situation. You need to be with her, with your family as much as you can." And yeah, it's just a mess over there at the Nida Parks home. It's just craziness. So Claudia and Porsha meet up. This is a very, very cute scene. Funny. Porsha walk in and Claudia's just like, "Hey girl." Claudia just gets straight into it. She don't shoot around with the bullshit. She was just like, look, I know that you and Kenya have some issues, but I hope that you and Kenya can kind of, squash it or whatever. Y'all is both strong black women, and Paige, of course, she was just paying her dust. Portia was like, "This time forward." She put on some lotion, and she was just like, "Look, yeah, but what happened now?" Oh, okay. No, but she was over there. Yeah, but she was going there with her. The tea and lemonade. Thank you. It was really, really funny. He rubbed this in, by the way. It's good lotion. But, Portia was just paying her dust. She didn't want to hear that shit. She was like, "Look, Claudia, mind your damn business. I ain't got nothing against you. Maybe we can be cool, bitch, I guess. Don't call me a bitch. I call everybody a bitch. But, that whole Kenya Moore thing, they ain't got nothing to do with you, and they ain't none of your business, all right?" I'm glad Portia's wising up a little bit. And she is, leaving her mark and doing her thing. So shouts out to all the Portias of the land. Long face Nene. That was shade. And kind of true. Sorry, Porsche. We love Porsche, but you gotta call a thing a thing. So the last scene, Kenya and Candy, they is going kickboxing classes. They sitting around talking, stretching. Candy was like, "Look, Kenya Moore whore. I didn't believe you. I actually thought that you was a whore. And I didn't believe you." And Kenya was like, "Okay." Candy once again running her mouth. Candy was like, "Look, the other girls, especially Nene, was like, she believes that Apollo was lying about lying. Believes that you might have did go see Apollo." And Kenya starts crying. She has a fit. She goes into the bathroom. "My nieces are calling me saying, 'Auntie, why did you do this to me? It just makes no sense. It makes me so upset.'" Candy was like, "Oh damn, I didn't even hear the shit to go like this. I just wanted to talk to you about the stuff. I just don't know." Crazy. Kenya's an actress, so there you go with that. But I imagine it is hard. Somebody going around calling you a whore and this and that. But Kenya, you shouldn't have played into it. But then again, like Candace said, they just don't like you. So it's not like they're gonna believe something that you say anyway. You can say that the sun is gonna come up today. And if it did come up, they honestly wouldn't believe you with you saying it. They'll have to see it themselves. It's just that kind of situation. Kenya, you've part of this is your fault. It is. You brought this on yourself, sweetheart. I feel. Even though I do. I have to be honest with this. Yeah, you've been kind of been starting drama from the show. You know what you got to do to get your check. To what Nene said, you were showing out for $2.25 or 50 cents or whatever Hair had said. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all thoughts about this review and Kenya Moore and just everything. Um, so yeah, we'll see whose sides are y'all on so far. It's very much so divided. When is the Demetria McKinney girl gonna come in? Can't wait to see her. All right. I'm Mr. Chalaki. I'm Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me. I'm at This King's World on Twitter. And Chase King was here on Facebook. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that. Y'all know what to do. Shout out to the new subscribers once again. And yeah, love you much. That was it. I have to go. Sleep time. Bedtime is the best time of the day. Ooh.